Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Friday of Space Base.
Woo!
We are so glad you have joined us. We appreciate hearing from you and seeing all of you as we wrap up our week on the live stream here at the AEG Broadcasting HQ. Got a pretty cool day today. I'm going to run through the folks that are joining us. As always, our technical producer is Vladimir Orliana.
Hello.
We've got Luke Peterschmidt with no daughters today.
Hello, one playing at home.
We have Dave Lepore.
Hi.
And Todd Rowland.
Hey, everybody.
And special guest today, John Zinser, AEG CEO.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
There he is. He's a small man in front of a big logo. Vlad, do you want to say hi to some folks on the chat?
Sure. I'm gonna say hi to Omar Hernandez, David Bauer, Paul Johnson, Joseph Manley, Luke Seegers, Kevin Renown, Jade Redsfield. Okay, wait. I can do this. Sharon K. Shooter. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Ryan Mose, Adam Hale, Kurt Heineman, Ross Petersmith, Tiny Fred, Luvin Perez, Adam Lavonte, Samina Schiller, Theodore Richter, Mark Elfenbaum, Stephen Barnett, Krista Jones, Richard Gantz, and Ros Gutierrez. Welcome to a new game of Space Base. And remember, we do a daily giveaway every day, and you can win a copy of Cat Lady today. If you want to, just like and share the stream.
All right, I'm going to read the script and we'll get this adventure started. Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Dancy, the Chief Operating Officer of AEG, and I will be your Space Base traffic controller for today's game. Everyone suit up. It's time to play John D. Clare's game of dice rolling and engine building. You'll need to have your own copy of Space Base to play along. To set up your game, assemble your Space Base player board as per the rules. Place the 12 starting ships on their respective sectors and place your credits tracker at 6 and your income and victory point trackers at 0. Next, deploy the market. Shuffle the level 1, level 2, and level 3 ships into their respective decks and deal out 4 ships from each. So you'll have 4 level 1, 4 level 2, and 4 level 3 rows for a total of 12 ships. Draw a level 1 ship for each player. That ship gets deployed to your space base in the associated sector, and you will take the starting ship in that sector, flip it upside down, and slide it into your board so the red ability is showing. And then reduce your credits counter by the cost of the level 1 ship that you deployed. I got a Sector 11 ship, and it is going to cost me 5 credits. So I'm going to start the game with 1 space buck. Assemble the colonies as per the rules as well. The colonies are the cards that have the yellow backgrounds and the little spaceship victory point counter on them. Get your dice warmed up, make sure they're ready for a good day's work. We're going to be playing with a special game mode that was designed by Luke Peterschmidt. In this game, our Dice-O-Matic AI will play as player 1 and player 3. Everyone on our live stream and all of you playing at home will all be player 2. We're going to use this board to track which player's turn is ongoing and what the die rolls are for player 1 and player 3. On these turns, we'll use the red abilities on the ships we've deployed under our player boards and any green abilities that you may have. When it is player 2's turn, we'll all roll our own dice. We'll use the blue and green abilities on the ships we've deployed to the player boards, but haven't flipped and slipped under the boards. After you've rolled and resolved your ship's abilities, you can go shopping on the market for a new ship. If you're playing with more than one person in your local game, keep track of who bought first each turn and rotate so that everyone has a chance to buy first as we play through the turns. We'll give everyone a few minutes to resolve their turns before we continue to player 3's roll. After player 3 is rolled, we're also going to roll 2 dice to determine which row of the market is going to lose a card. When we roll a 1, 2, or 3, we'll remove the level 1 ship that is furthest from the draw deck. When we roll a 4 or a 5, we'll remove the level 2 ship that is furthest from the draw deck. And when we roll a 6, we'll remove the level 3 ship that is furthest from the draw deck. After we've removed a ship, we'll slide the remaining ships down and draw a new card from the corresponding deck to replace it. This system keeps the market from becoming stale, but it means you'll have to keep an eye on that ship you really want so you can buy it before it rolls off the end of the market and vanishes forever. We're going to play 12 turns with the system, and after the 12th turn, we're going to flip our tracking board over and reveal how the end game works, which we'll explain at that time. Unlike a normal space-based game, you don't end the game by getting to 40 victory points. We have a special system that determines how the game ends, and we'll discuss it after the 12th turn. Now we're ready to begin. I will turn on the subspace communicator, and the Dice-O-Matic is ready. We are going to begin rolling for player one. Okay, everyone, let's play
Space!
All right, here is our first roll of the new game, and it is a big number. It is a 10, a 4, and a 6. 4 and 6, total of 10. So if the card that you just got in the startup was a 4, a 6, or a 10, you will use the red ability on that card that you flipped upside down and put under your board. And if you didn't get a 4, or 6, or a 10, you can't do anything. All right, and it's player two's turn. That's us. So we on your live stream, and everybody playing at home, you're all going to roll your own dice, and you are going to take the actions on your space base that are in blue.
Okay.
Take $2, and after you have processed the roll of your dice, you get to go shopping on your market. Lainey, you will go first. What do you want to buy?
I have $3.
$3.
I will buy
3 space bucks now.
3 space bucks. I'll go ahead and take this.
I've got my market built just so everybody who's playing at home can see how we're doing this. You don't obviously have to have the same ships that we have. Your ships will all be different. I do want to mention that we're not playing with any of the Shy Pluto cards, so there's no spoilers, but we are playing with the cards from the Dreadnought pack, which is a little pack of cards that all go in the level 2 ships. Many of them have effects that trigger when you roll the dice the hard way. That is 2 dice of the same number. And you can get the Dreadnought pack on our online store at alderacstore.com. If you have, or if you reveal the card UES Gordon, which is this card right here, this is the card which causes your opponents to lose victory points. We recommend that you just take that card out of the deck and discard it and draw another card and not play with it. It's hard to make your opponents lose victory points when they're all over the world. All right, we are going to roll for player 3. And the player 3 roll is an even bigger number. It is an 11. It's a 5 and a 6. It's a yo. So if you have flipped a 5, a 6, or an 11, you get to take the action on the red ability under your space base board.
Yo ho, yo ho.
And then we will roll the dice to adjust the market. The market adjustment is a 1 and a 4. So we are going to lose the number 1 ship that's farthest from the draw deck, slide all those cards down, and add a new ship at the top. And we're going to lose a level 2 ship. And we're going to do the same thing. Slide the ships down, add a new ship at the top. And that is the end of the first round, and that is how we play Space Base Online. It's just that simple.
And we are ready, Ryan.
All right, excellent. Perfect timing.
Yep.
All right, let's go to turn 2. And rolling for player 1. And the roll is a 1 and a 4. 1 and 4, total of 5. Not helpful.
Ooh.
And then everybody is going to roll for yourselves at home. Player 2, that's us. We roll at home. Interesting.
I roll in one place.
Snack it.
And I will go first on our local market because Elena went first last time.
Hey, Ryan, do we have any space-based news this week?
I have some news from space this week, yes. Yesterday, a Soyuz docked at the International Space Station, bringing with it a crew of 2 Russians and 1 Americans. That is notable because it is the last Soyuz mission that is going to fly with an American astronaut for the foreseeable future, because thankfully, it looks like SpaceX has their act together, and we're going to start flying astronauts to the space station on US-flagged spaceships in the very near future. The next flight of the Crew Dragon is scheduled no earlier than November. It'll probably happen in December. But there is an American astronaut on the space station today that flew up with the Russians yesterday. So that's pretty cool. One thing I will say about the International Space Station is that it is truly an international effort in ways that are hard to understand in a time when there seems to be a lot of struggle and conflict between nations. Not only are the Russians and the Americans up there together, but they're joined by the Europeans and the Japanese. And there are occasionally astronauts from all around the world that travel there as well. So it's an amazing place. It's an incredible piece of engineering, and it's also an incredible piece of politics.
All right.
All right, so we have rolled for player 1, we have rolled for ourselves, and it is now time for player 3. And player 3's roll is a 1 and a 3, total of 4. And we will adjust the market, and the market adjustment is a 4 and a 6. So we're going to lose a level 2 ship and a level 3 ship.
Yeah, I spent last night playing the new expansion, the next expansion for Space Base.
Ooh.
You're so
Ooh,
lucky.
lucky.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to not playing with that expansion because in that expansion there is stuff to do with your change.
Mm.
So I, when I have 7 gold and I'm only spending 4 of it in that game, sometimes you have stuff that you can spend the change up.
Huh.
You're gonna get to see that.
That's a good question. I'll have to dig into the prototype to the playtest folder and see if I can find that for us.
Yes, please.
Selena wants to beat me again with a new expansion.
We're
All right, are
ready,
you
Ryan.
for turn number 3, Brad?
Yes.
All right, let's go to number 3. Turn number 3, everybody. Rolling for player 1. Player 1's roll is a 1 and a 4. 1 and a 4, total of 5.
And we're getting comments on the chat that they want that expansion. Any idea when we can get that expansion?
It has not gone to press yet, so probably middle of next year is the soonest that you'd be looking at it.
Okay.
And by saying that, I've just made Dave, very.
What do you think,
No.
Dave? When will be a good time to expect the new expansion?
That depends on when it gets handed over to me, but that's not unreasonable. John just said, depending on if it's handed over this year, that's not very unreasonable.
Awesome.
All right, everybody.
Favorite. That's
Roll,
what you're
roll for
my
yourselves.
favorite.
Player 2, everybody, roll at home.
Oh,
That was a good segue, Dave. Way to cover up.
And Richard is asking, what about the micro expansion?
The micro expansion is.
Do we think we're going to have that for Christmas?
I don't know. I think there's a possibility. I mean, I think they've been printed already, right?
I just sent a message to Ryan and Todd in the
Yes, you did.
our little chat to ask them a particular question on that. So I don't want to speak to that yet.
Okay. We will let
Got a
you know
top man on
next
that.
week or then the week after that when are the next micro expansions coming. But we will talk about more about that next week when we talk about our plans for micro expansions for the rest of the year.
The AEG live stream where you can get all your dodgy answers to your favorite gaming questions.
Of course.
Full of caveats and I don't knows, and we'll find out. Awesome. All right, let's roll for player 3, everybody. Player 3's roll is a 1 and a 6. 1 and
Man,
a
that
6.
one has been killing it today.
Oh, that's the most
1
fun.
and a 6.
We'd like to hear that. And okay, after we do the 1 and the 6 for player 3, we will adjust the market, and the market adjustment is a 1 and a 5. So we're going to lose a 1 ship and a level 2 ship. Did that ship that you wanted fall off the end and vanish forever?
Forever. Yeah, I got stupid and I should have not bought anything until I could buy it. It was that the number 6 that has 2 victory points and 1 on the other side.
Oh,
That card's a crusher if you can get it. I should have not bought, but I hate not buying. So
got away from that.
should have saved for that one.
Oh. I will say to those of you who are playing at home, my wife and I, Delana, we really enjoyed playing The Emergence of Shy Pluto. I managed to get to that product without having it spoiled. I didn't have to do the review of that product, so I had no idea what was in that box. We played it completely cold. We had a really good time. It took us about 4 or 5 sessions to play through all the content. We played a couple of games with some friends, and then she and I sat down one afternoon and we banged out probably the second, maybe the final third of it. It's got a really fun story. There's a lot of really cool game mechanics in there. There's a bunch of stuff that comes in secret boxes, and it's really a fun experience to play the expansion as a story.
I agree.
The second expansion will also be delivered in a similar format.
Right. Does it have a title yet? Or is that still a secret?
They said it last night, but I feel like if I were to regurgitate something, I would be giving up some secrets that they don't.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, it has a title. We're just not going to tell you what it is.
We're ready,
Let's
Ryan.
Continue.
All right, everybody, let's go to turn number 4. Turn number 4. Player 1's roll for turn 4 is 2 3s. The hard 6. 2 3s. It's not helpful to me in any way, which sucks. All right, everybody at home is going to roll. Everybody on our live stream is going to roll. It's time for player 2. Ooh, that was a good number. That was the number I wanted. Thank you, Mr. Number.
And right now you're seeing a pool on your screen. Please vote and help us find out what will be the best time schedule for our next season of live gaming.
Do we think that data is going to be skewed by asking people that can play a game at noon what time they want to play a game?
Oh, that's why I'm cheating. That's why I'm cheating, Ryan.
Okay.
Spend my money.
All right. After everybody has had a chance to roll for yourselves and take actions on the market, we are going to roll for player 3. And player 3's roll is another big number. It's a yo. It's a 5 and a 6, everyone. 5 and 6. All right. And the market adjustment is a 1 and a 6. So we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 3 ship. I do sometimes get asked how I ended up with all these space-based dice that have the spaceship rocket ship on them. The space-based command station product that you can get from aldraxstore.com or your friendly local game store includes a set of dice for every player, and it includes components so that more players can play. And it has a bunch of other cool stuff, including the sleeves that I have on my cards. Neve. It's a pretty cool product. It'll hold the basic space-based game. It'll hold the Emergency Shaipudo. It'll hold the Dreadnought pack, and it'll probably hold the next expansion as well, and the Biodome micro expansion. Don't find yourself out the airlock without your command station box.
6 and a 1 is the market adjustment, right?
It was, yes. Yep.
Woo.
Okay. And we're ready for turn number 5, Ryan.
All right, here we go to turn 5, everybody. The roll for player 1 is a 1 and a 6. 1 and a 6. Total of 7.
Ooh.
Oh, these are some good rolls today.
Rolling right down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
After you've had a chance to do the 1 and the 6, then you're going to roll for yourselves. Everybody at home rolls for player 2.
6.
And this is an odd number turn, so you are going to go first.
I don't see a reason to stop.
Wow.
John, Tori's saying it's okay. You can spoil everything about Space Base. We won't tell anyone.
It's a secret.
I think that is very nice of you to say, but I answer to a higher power. I'm the one, since I'm the one that has to rattle the don't spoil the storyline stuff. Like, well, I'm actually for us actually playing the Emergence Shy Pluto on the live feed. Next season, I'm going to really rally for us to do some days where we actually use that
Yeah.
product.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it'll be a year since we shipped it, so no spoilers after a year. All right, everybody, we're going to roll for player 3. The player 3 roll is another 7. It's a 3 and a 4.
Not unhappy.
Elena's
Wow.
not happy. That's not good.
Are you playing the 7 strategy, Elena?
So the strategy I always play, like try to play unless Ryan steals it from me, is to take the cards that have points on them.
Victory points.
Victory points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
in this setup, victory points are when the winner has 20 points at the end of the game. Early victory points makes more sense than it does in a normal game.
Yeah, as you can see, she's off to the races. She's already got 4 victory points.
Yeah.
That's what we all say.
John, the chat is asking, is the higher power Yuli?
No, actually, the higher power that higher power is in the kitchen right now, cooking up some spaghetti that smells amazing.
Oh. Lunchtime.
Yeah, no, the higher power is my development team, my marketing team, my partners. I mean, believe me, if I start spoiling things, I'll hear it. Nobody is afraid of me at the office. There is no doubt.
All right. I lost the thread. Did we do the market adjustment?
No,
Yes,
we are
we did.
missing the market adjustment.
All right. We'll do the market adjustment. And it is a 1 and a 2. So we're going to lose 2 level 1 ships.
The worst thing is when you're working on at the moment when you have nothing but projects that have nothing released yet, so you can't talk about anything
Right. It's all
you're
secret.
working on at all. That's never fun.
For those of you who don't know, a few years ago, Todd headed up our Big in Japan initiative. We did a whole bunch of games that were either designed by people in Japan or were about Japanese culture. He was traveling the world at the time with his family. So there was a point in time when I think Todd had 4 or 5 games that were all done and in the queue, and we weren't talking about them yet. It was a weird and strange time for Todd.
It was definitely weird because most of my work was done between 1 and 5 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also a challenge.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we produced. Yes, lad.
No. Just letting you know we're ready.
Okay. Yeah, we did Sakura Arms. We did the Princess game.
Unicornus Nights.
Yeah.
Unicornus Nights. We did the Big in Japan expansion for Smash Up, and we did Custom Heroes in both English and in Japanese. I think that was probably one of the first things we've ever printed in a non-English language. Is that true?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. All right, let's go to turn number 6. I'm going to roll the dice for player 1. And player 1's roll is a 1 and a 4. 1 and a 4, total of 5. For those of you who are still interested, Sakura Arms is actually coming to Kickstarter relatively soon. We published that game in English, and then we gave it back to the designers, and then they have worked out another deal, and they're going to bring that product back in English. So if you liked Sakura Arms, check out that Kickstarter when it launches.
Yeah, and if you didn't get Sakura Arms, we highly recommend that you actually get it. It is a great, elegant, everything about that game screams Japanese game design, Japanese culture. It's a beautiful
It was
game.
It was super fun. One of the coolest parts of that whole travel was I was with my sons one day in Akihabara and got invited to a game store called the Yellow Submarine, which is a staple in Japan as far as game stores go. And they had a massive Sakura Arms tournament going on. They had, I believe, 80 people over 2 floors of that store playing Sakura Arms. It was bigger than any other collectible game tournament that they had hosted at Yellow Submarine. So it's massive over there.
I mean, that game did okay for us, but it was such a gigantic hit over in, I mean, the guy that designed it was a rock star. He would be up on stage and people would be screaming, and tournaments with 80 people in them. There was no way we could live up to that.
Yeah.
All right.
Line outside the door, outside the loading bay doors at the game convention over there as well.
Yeah.
So waiting for that game that morning. It was crazy.
Yeah, we were honored to publish it, and we're glad that it's going to come back. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
just put
everybody,
the link
roll it.
for. Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
everybody roll it home for yourself. Roll it for player 2.
Okay.
Well, what was the player 1 roll?
1 and a
was
4.
1 and a 4.
Yeah, we just put a link for the Kickstarter on your screen right now.
Oh,
If you
very
can,
nice.
check it out.
Wow.
There it goes, folks.
Wow.
Find my first colony.
Wow, that's
Victory points on the board.
Who are you
It's
right now?
early.
Who are you?
I know. I'm the guy who buys outposts that you wanted. That's who I am.
One less
Wow.
outpost for Delana to hurt us with.
That's right.
I-
This is my strategy now. I have to buy the cheap ones early so she doesn't starve me out of them.
I have a pain. Hi, Muggles.
She's loaded her board up. So this is my strategy. She's loaded her board up with ships that give her victory points, which means her economic engine isn't that good. So if I can buy all the cheap outposts, I can starve her of victory points. This is a strategy that only works in a 2-player game against my wife. No other person on earth would this work with. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, so Vlad, speaking of previewing random stuff, I sent you through Slack 2 images you might be able to put up on the screen during the
Sure.
stream as a special little preview.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Why not?
Okay,
It's
let's do
it's already
it.
listed on Board Game Geek, so why not?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to roll the dice for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3, total of 5. Sorry, total of 4. And then somebody has to tell me what we just put on the screen because I can't see it.
It's not there yet.
Nope, not yet. I need a couple of seconds.
All right, Vlad's going to do his technical work. I'm going to make the market adjustment while we're doing that. It's a 2 and a 3, so we're going to lose 2 level 1 ships. Awesome. For those of you who don't know, Vlad is like doing a lot of work in Open Broadcast System, OBS, and he is running the Zoom call, and he is monitoring Facebook, and he is probably juggling and cooking lunch all at the same time. It's an impressive feat down there in Guatemala City.
It's fun. Let's see.
The fact that this show hangs together at all is largely a testament to Vlad's expertise.
Thank you. Let's put this on the screen. All right, here is your surprise. Todd, tell us what are we looking at?
Well, I've got a bit of a delay on the feed, so as soon as I see which one we're looking at, I'll tell you.
We're looking at both.
At both. Okay, so these are 2 new cards from the Smash Up Goblins micro expansion that's coming out, faction pack, much like the sheep and the penguins. This is a single faction pack that you'll be able to get at aldraxstore.com very soon in the coming months. It features, as we said, the goblins, who are all into chaos. So there's going to be a lot of coin flipping as you include the goblins in your smash up strategy. But as you see from characters like the diviner, there are ways to manipulate that. And like many things, the goblins figure out how to make almost any flip work out in some positive way because they know how to handle their coin. But only 1 or 2 have some tragic results if you don't get the right side of the coin. But
Fantastic.
All right, it looks great.
Can't wait to get the goblins.
Who is the artist for this card?
Studio Ghost House. He's an artist that we worked with before on a couple of games, and he did the art for all these goblins.
Right on.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, for those of you who are curious, you can buy the sheep, the penguins, and the Titan Dividers pack that was in the Smash Up event kit, all on aldraxstore.com.
And we are ready for the next turn, for turn number 7.
All right, here we go to turn number 7. I'm going to roll the dice for player 1, and it is another big number. It's a yo. It's a 5 and a 6, total
Wow,
of 11.
so many big numbers today. That's not usual.
I know. We're on the far ends of the bell curve. And after you've had a chance to do the 5 and the 6, then you're going to roll for yourself at home. And Delana is going to go first in our local market. She's thinking hard.
I'm gonna pass.
You're passing. I'm going to take this outpost.
Wow.
2 down.
Why are you like this?
4 to go.
Who are you?
I think it's working, folks.
Oh my goodness
She's irritated.
gracious.
Was it,
That's a good
wasn't
sign
your
for
starting
me.
card, Ryan, in 11?
I'm sorry, what?
Wasn't your starting card in 11?
Yes, it was.
Yes, that's a good sign.
Yes, it was. That's why I've been able to buy 2 colonies.
Yeah.
Every time I roll that yo, I get $4. 4 credits, excuse me. All right, everybody, let's roll for player 3. Player 3's
Remember,
roll.
Ryan, use the
There it
space
is
name.
again. 5 and a 6, everybody. It's a yo.
Oh, man, bring you to the craps table.
What?
No kidding.
Another 11?
Yeah.
Another 11.
Oh,
And I'm going to roll the market adjustment, and it is a 2 and a 3. So that's going to be 2 level 1 ships. Many a fun evening spent around the craps table with many of the people on this call. We have lots of good craps memories at AEG.
Absolutely.
Was it you and me at the Luxor one night when we were waiting to go see the Blue Man Group with Mark McKinnon and we couldn't get off the table?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was in,
that
I
was
was
a strange
in bed,
feeling.
I was in bed for that role, and I really.
The short version is we were waiting in line to go to see Blue Man Group. The line was long. So we said, well, while we're waiting, we'll just roll over here to this craps table. And it went extraordinarily well. Paying for the Blue Band tickets.
And the guy we were with, this is kind of before the era of cell phones. The guy we were with is just wondering where we are and what's going on, and we're not showing up. And
Hey, Todd, one question. What's the name of the expansion for Goblins?
Goblins.
Goblins.
It is a single faction expansion, just a pack.
All right. And one last thing, since it's the end of round 7, can you tell me your scores?
yes, let's do a score review. I have 7 points. Delana?
I have 6.
Delana has 6.
4.
All right.
2.
Who's got 2? Dave Lepore.
I've got 8.
8. Todd Rowland.
I'm at 2.
And John.
4.
4. All right, Dave leads the pack. Dave, earlier this week, I believe you told me that this is your favorite AEG game and you really want to win.
Absolutely. Very
That's
good.
awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
We will be ready for turn number 8 in just 1 second.
I have to say, I think this is one of our favorite games too.
Yeah. And from
Well,
the
you-
chat, we have David Bauer with 12, Rose
Oh.
Petersmith with 5, Joseph Manley with 4, Mark Elfenbaum with 5, and Amy Kaiser with 8.
Nice.
Right on. Good scores, everybody. Good scores. I think Dave's going to be tough to beat today. If he's already at 8 points, he's got a good engine going.
We'll see if it stalls out. Hopefully not.
All right, are we ready for turn number 9, Vlad?
Yes, we are.
Sorry, turn number 8. Sorry. All right, turn 8. Here we go. Player 1's roll is 2 5s, the hard 10. 2 5s, everybody.
Are you
What is
able
the
to use
hard
that 10 with your 11, Ryan?
I cannot.
Oof.
That was a
That
horrible
was a
number
loss
for me.
for me. I missed everything on that roll. Boo. All right, and then you're going to roll at home for yourselves. Everybody rolls at home for player number 2. All right. What's my next target here? I have to get to what? 15? 15. All right. I'm going to pass.
One of the weird things that you guys don't get to see is that whenever Ryan rolls, people react in the stream with smiley faces,
That's awesome.
maddening faces, laughing faces, and you can see how people actually think the roll is. So right now, this 11 was a bunch of happy faces, and one guy like very grumpy. Pook.
It was a 10, Vlad, not an 11.
Oh, sorry, the 10.
No, the 2 5s. All right, let's roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 7. It's a 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. I think for season 2, I'm going to definitely get like a croupier stick, like they have at the craps table.
That's a good one. If you could keep rolling 7s, that would be great.
That's not what I want. All right, let's adjust the market. And the market adjustment roll is 2 3s. 2 level 1 ships are going to go away. We will probably upgrade our space-based game to the adjusted rules that our friend Scott Eaton has worked on. We haven't used them yet, but they have been tested, and we're going to probably do some graphical upgrades and some board changes just to make things run a little smoother. So look for that in season 2 when season 2 begins.
In season 2, welcome to Big Brother.
We're ready for turn 9, Ryan.
We're ready for turn 9. Here we go.
Yes, Paul, we are not sure when we will be starting, but it's probably on 2021.
Yeah, we'll probably have a lot of announcements about streaming in the next couple of weeks for sure. All right, let's roll for player 1 in turn number 9, and it is a 4 and a 5. 4 to 5, total of 9.
Jesus, Ryan, how do you roll? I mean, that's a sad face. Sad face.
Sad emoji.
Sad face
Everybody
emoji.
at home is going to roll for yourselves.
It's horrible.
Roll for yourselves, and then go shopping on the market. Delaney, you will shop first. Boo!
Not playing, Ryan.
She
Not
finally
playing.
got one. I'm going to take this one.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Not playing, she says. Okay, that's going to take me up to that. All right, that's good. Nice. Okay, let's roll for player 3. And the player 3 roll is a 1 and a 2. So 1 and a 2 total of 3. And the market adjustment roll is 2 6s. The boxcars, we're going to lose 2 level 3 ships. Perhaps the most anticlimactic moment in this game. The longer we play, the more we realize the level 3 ships are a trap.
Crap.
All right, do we have any business to conduct while Vlad is getting ready to update us? Have we talked about the store? Do we have any store deals running this week?
We are not running any store deals this week. We have a break on those this week. So
all right. We do have a lot of stuff that's back in stock, though. If you've been waiting to order things like Point Salad or Cat Lady, we have them in the store ready to go. You can always get any expansion for Smash Up that you may have missed. And some of the games we talked about a little earlier are still available. You can get Custom Heroes or Unicorn Knights. Those are both still in the store. Custom Heroes designed by John Clare, who also designed Space Base, and Unicorn Knights designed by Seiji Kanai, who designed Love Letter.
And Kuro, who it was a partnership with Kuro, who is a very diverse designer over in Japan. He makes some really interesting games. And if you have not played Unicornus Knights, I will make a plea with you to order a copy of that game. It is so good. And the funny thing is, in the year since we put it out, like even in this last month, I see reviews pop up on Board Game Geek of reviewers who are like, oh my gosh, this game is so good. I don't know why I didn't try this any sooner. And it is literally Escort Quest, the game, right? You are escorting a princess from one side of the board to the other, but the mechanics of having to fund her army and protect her, clear the path, and fight enemies is just fascinating once you start digging into the game.
Yeah, she is very big-headed.
a whole anime soap opera. Like, there's characters that fall in love, betray each other, and transform into dragons. It's awesome.
What were you saying, John?
Well, I was just saying that the princess is very pig-headed, and she is driving you towards the final combat from the first turn. And so you have to, it's like a princess management game. You have to say, princess, you're not ready to go fight those bad guys yet. Let's get you some allies. And she's like, oh, I want to go fight the bad guys.
That is what we called it internally for a little while, was the princess management game. So.
All right, Vlad, are we ready for turn 10?
1 second, Ryan. I'm just putting a link for the store to Unicornus Knights.
Oh, nice.
Some people can get.
Fantastic.
And we will be ready. I think you can start right now, Ryan.
All right, let's go to round number 10. And we'll roll the dice for player 1. And the roll is a 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5. Another 7, everybody.
It can be 7s.
And then after you've done that 2 and a 5, roll for yourself for player 2. Pass.
I too will pass.
Selena is also passing that. May not bode well for me.
Oh,
all right, let's roll for player 3.
Maybe a pass is a good idea here. I'm going to pass too.
Okay, everybody's passing on turn 10. All right, the player 3 roll is a 2 and a 3. 2 and 3, total of 5. 2 and 3. What's our next break point here? 21. Got to get to 21 credits.
How many credits do you have right now?
I have 15.
Oh.
I'm so far
And
behind.
the roll, the market adjustment roll, it's a 2 and a 4. So we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 2 ship.
Do you guys remember who was the Princess Bassett on Unicornus Knights? It's a question from Jade
No,
Redfield.
she was a unique creation for that game. There is no particular anime or manga or anything like that she's based on, although there is a comic at the beginning of the rule book that will set up
I'll tell you, it sure does look like it's from something. Like, it's amazing how much world Seiji and Kuro built for that game. It feels like it's a licensed property, but it isn't.
It has a look like one of those late 80s fantasy anime when they were big into Dungeons and Dragons for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Tai from production, that has seen most anime from the 80s and 90s, is saying that he's a unique creation. So I will believe him, because I know how much anime he watches.
Okay.
All right, where are we, Ryan?
We're waiting for Vlad to tell us we're ready for turn 11.
We're ready for turn 11, and
All right.
Well, Ryan Moss is asking if are you sure that the princess is not based on Tom Basil?
I'm
No.
sure. Yes, I'm confident.
We're
All right,
never
we're gonna roll for player
100% sure.
The player 1 roll is a 4 and a 5. It's a total of 9.
What the flock, man.
Oh my gosh, that could have been the best roll ever.
And
Ryan.
after that roll, everybody's going to roll at home for yourselves.
Theodore is asking the weight on BGG is 3.33. Is it considered difficult to learn?
It does take a little bit of learning, I'd say, to be fair.
Oh, that
You'll
is
have to read that rule book. And you probably want to download the rule book that's on our website as well, which is expanded in some errata and FAQs. All right, Delaney, you get to shot first. Did you get to 21?
I did not. Did you?
I did.
That
You guys
is
are at 21. You're buying a 7-point card right now, Ryan?
I am buying a 7-point outpost colony, whatever it's called.
wow.
Yep.
What are you up to?
20.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're going to roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is 2 3s, the hard sticks, everybody.
It's like one roll on this board I don't score on. All right.
Yeah, me too. Like exactly what I can't score anything on.
I don't have
not
anything
good.
on the 4 and the 5, and that is just killing me.
All right, and the market adjustment roll is yet another yo. We're going to lose a level 2 and a level 3 ship. The roll was a 5 and a 6. And then when Vlad gives me the signal, I'm going to explain what's about to happen here in round number 12.
You have the signal.
All right, we have reached the 12th round. This is the final round of the regular turns of Space Base. What is going to happen now is we are going to play the 12th round as we have played the previous 11. And when we are done with this round, we're going to flip the board over and explain how the end game works. So for this round, we're going to play it exactly the way we have, and then this will be the last of the normal turns. All right, let's roll the dice for player 1, and the die roll is a 3 and a 4. It's another 7.
Yay.
That's good.
And then everybody do the 3 and the 4, and then everybody's going to have a chance to roll at home for yourselves. Oh, that was a bad roll. That's a big old goose egg for me. All right, this is the 12th turn. I get to shop first in the market. I have 9 credits.
Oh, you're back up to 9 credits already.
I have my income at 7.
Wow. What?
That
I
11
have-
from the beginning of the game.
I had a 9 that was money and income, and a 7 that is money and income. And I've rolled the 9s and the 7s a lot.
That is hard to beat.
All right, then we will roll the dice for player 3. The roll is a 1 and a 2. 1 and 2, total of 3. And the market adjustment roll is a 5 and a 6. It's another yo. So we're going to lose a level 2 and a level 3 ship. All right,
Okay.
we are done with the 12th round. So while Vlad is getting ready to work his magic, let's do a quick scoring update. I currently have 20 victory points. Delana, how you doing?
22.
22 for Delana. Luke, how you doing?
23.
23. Todd?
I'm up to 18.
18. Dave Lepore?
22.
22. John Zinzer?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Now that's fine.
All right. We've got a cluster right around the 20 number. How did you get to 22 victory points?
I have a 6-pointer on the 8, and I have the 7 and the 9 that both point at it.
All right.
Got the 1 here, so we're gonna do the 7. I got 1.
Oh, yeah. She's getting victory points on those 7s.
And this is gonna be the last time that I remind you that if you want to win a copy of Cat Lady, you just need to like and share the stream on your timeline. And scores from the chat, we have David Bauer with 25, Joseph Manley with 36, Ross Petersmith with 18, and Mark Elfenbaum with 14. Also, keeping a perfect score for the past 30 streams or more, Andy Vet is out with 0.
Oh, okay. But we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Yes, for those of you who didn't play along with us yesterday, we successfully played Cat Lady on the stream yesterday. Something we've been talking about for 6 months. We got it done. It was super fun. We played against the Cat, which is the AI solo player mode that is included in Box of Treats, the Cat Lady expansion. You don't need to have that expansion to play Cat Lady at home. You just need a copy of Cat Lady. And I think we're going to try it again next week, Vlad. What day are we going to play Cat Lady?
Tuesday we're gonna play Cat Lady.
Tuesday. So if you want to join us and have some cat fun and play a little Cat Lady, we'd love to see you on Tuesday for that.
Yeah, and we all got defeated by the cat. Just for you to know, nobody win.
The cat kicked our asses. Yep. All right. Are we ready to start the end game, Vlad?
We are ready to start the end game.
All right. I have flipped the board over to reveal the end game scoring, and this is how it works. When we roll the dice for player 1 and player 3, we're going to keep track on this chart of the 2 dice that we roll. And we're going to keep rolling dice and marking the player 1 and player 3 roll until we reach the same number, the same pair of dice, the same numbers a second time, which will trigger the end game. If the end game is triggered on player 3's turn, we will complete player 3's turn. We will adjust the market. Then we will do player 1's turn, and then there will be a final player 2 turn. If the end game is triggered on player 1's turn, we will finish player 1's turn, and then there will be a final player 2 turn, and the game will end. So no matter what happens, you will get to take one last turn of yourself for rolling for yourself. All right, let's begin. I'm going to roll for player 1, and the roll is a 1 and a 5. A 1 and a 5. So we're going to mark that on the chart. If I can find the 1 and the 5. There we go. And then I will find out what that did for us at home. Not too much.
So this is the since you're asking, this is the schedule for next week. On Monday we're gonna play Tiny Towns. Tuesday we're gonna have Cat Lady. Wednesday we're gonna have Santa Monica. Thursday is gonna be stream 150, and we're gonna have a big party playing Tiny Towns. And then you're gonna get an extra episode on Friday with Space Base. So you are all going to get a chance to play Space Base one more time with us for the end of this season.
It's like the deleted scenes at the end of the DVD.
It's just like
That's
that.
exactly that.
All right. Okay, we have rolled for player 1, and now everybody at home is going to roll for player 2.
60% of the chat is saying that we are going to play between 3 and 4 turns, and 40% are saying that we're going to play 1 or 2 turns.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What are you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy? What are you
It's
gonna
turn 13, so you get to go first.
Sweet.
Boo! Buy an outpost. All right, and now we're going to roll for player 3. The player 3 roll is a 1 and a 6. Oh, so close. We almost ended it right there. All right, it's a 1 and a 6.
Oh,
Roll a
nice.
7.
Oh, great.
Like threading the needle there.
I had money.
Oh, nice.
Ryan, do you think that we're gonna keep streaming some small things while we're changing the season?
I do. I mean, there needs to be a fairly big conversation inside AEG about what we're going to do to kind of keep things active before we begin season 2. Delaney and I were just talking this morning about our interest in maybe playing Space Base occasionally on Fridays, so we'll see if that works or not.
Okay.
I'm sure we're not going to go totally dark. It'll be like the summer hiatus on the networks. There'll be something, but it won't be as regular as the everyday stream has been.
Sure.
Hey, Vlad, can you put together a clip show of our greatest moments?
Sure. I will figure out something. But yeah, the problem is watching 150 hours of video and selecting the clips. That's you want me doing something else.
I agree.
We can do Facebook watch parties every day and like play reviews of our other titles and random, non-licensed movies and stuff.
We need to set up the battle of the network gaming stars.
The battle of
right.
the network gaming stars. That sounds awesome.
Let's do the adjustment roll. It's a 5 and a 5, 2 5s. So we're going to drop 2 level 2 cards. Vlad, back in the 70s, long ago, when I still had dark hair, in the United States, every summer to fill the dead time, the networks would do a thing called the Battle of the Network Stars, and you would see your favorite people from ABC and NBC and CBS competing in a variety of faux Olympic sports like tug of wars and races and all kind of crazy stuff. It looked really fun, and it was very 70s.
I will love to do that for season 2.
That would be fun.
We should just do our own version of like Hollywood Squares.
Right?
And we could totally set it up with all of us, and we could have, game quiz questions and let two people at home play along,
Sure.
whether they
Yeah.
believe us or not on all the answers.
That's not a half bad idea, Todd.
Not half good either. It's just half. Well,
Are we ready? We're ready to go with the next roll?
It's like the crap stealers. I'm done. No
Out. Out.
no
All
chips
right.
up my sleeve.
Okay, are we ready for the next round?
All right, here we go. We're going to roll for player 1. And the roll is a 6 and a 2. 6 and a 2. 2 and a 6.
Spin that. And make it a
Total of
six.
8.
They're not the best rolls.
Then everybody at home is going to roll for yourselves. Player 2. All right. And this is turn number 14, so I will go first.
Woo, guys, I'm making a comeback.
Get it, John.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting all these gifts from the digital team about heavy breathing and anxiety images because they are afraid that we're going to watch the 150 hours of it.
Listen, now I know what I'm going to have Vlad do if he's ever on my naughty list.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everybody. Let's roll for player 3. The player 3 roll is a 4 and a 5, total of 9. 4 and 5, total of 9.
4 and a 5. The worst two numbers you can roll, Ryan. Jeez.
That is a great roll.
However, I must say that Ryan Moss is right. I think it was Ryan or no, Richard Gans is right that if I watch the 150 hours, I will finally get a chance to play.
That's
That's
true.
right. Okay.
All right. The market adjustment roll is 2 5s. We're going to lose 2 level 2 ships. That is not a bad thing. And let me know when we're ready for the next player 1 roll, Vlad.
Yep. We are ready, Ryan.
I can feel the end game. I can feel it. It's coming. All right. I'm rolling for player 1. And the roll is a 3 and a 5. 3 and a 5. We're hitting all those middle numbers. Total of 8.
Just for you to know, the longest we have played the final end of Space Base, it was round number 7, and it was the day Ryan had to leave for the airport.
That's right. It was the day I had to run. Of course. All right, everybody. Let's roll for ourselves. Player 2. We're all going to roll at home. Ugh, boy, I've kind of shot myself in the foot with these outposts.
I feel really badly.
No, you don't.
I do. I feel horrible.
No, you don't. So lie. All right. What do I have to get here to? 27? 27.
30.
Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to roll for player 3. Here comes the player 3 roll. It is a 7.
Yes.
It is a 3 and a 4.
Bring it.
3 and a 4.
It's another victory point.
You don't need to hear that from you anymore.
I only really need to beat one person. That makes me happy.
Yeah, that's good. All right, let's adjust the market. The market adjustment is 2 2s. We're going to lose 2 level 1 ships.
And you see
Oh,
that
yeah.
big cluster of numbers, Mark? You miss at every single number by 1.
Wow. Well, all the arrows have shown up finally.
And the market adjustment double 2. Sorry about that.
2 2s? Yep.
My income is still at 0.
Wow.
Oh yeah, mine too.
So Delana says yours is too.
What's yours at, Ryan?
7. It's at 7.
Your income is at 7?
Yes.
We're ready, Ryan.
All right, here comes the roll for player 1. The roll is 2 4s. The hard 8.
Wow.
That's a bad
Hard
number. Damn it.
All right, that is going to give me.
This is the 4th turn.
$7. That's looking up to $35. No, $31. And I will be shopping first.
Oh, wait a second, we're supposed to roll for ourselves now?
That. Thank you very much.
Wow.
All right. Now I'm in the hunt. Now I'm in the hunt. What are you at?
32.
Oh, I'm ahead.
Oh, nice.
Okay. All right, and then we're gonna roll the dice for player 3. Here comes the player 3 roll. Please end, please end, please end. It is a 5 and a 6. Go. We're still going, everybody. 5 and a 6.
This could be the day that we match or cross the record.
The market adjustment roll is 2 1s, so we're gonna lose 2 level 1 chips.
Need 4 more money.
All right.
You need 4 more money to get to the big one, Dave?
To get to the big one, yeah.
Vlad, are you tracking the dice we've already rolled?
Yeah.
Did we roll a 6 and a 1 or a 6 and a 3?
6 and a 1, 6 and a 2, and a 6 and a 5.
Okay, very good.
Let me double check that we have everything correctly. Yeah, we do. And we
All
are
right, let me
ready
do-
to go to the next turn.
All right, here comes the roll for player 1, everybody. Player 1's roll is
6
and
and
a
a
3.
3. Wow, we're still going!
Total of 9, everyone. Total of 9. All right, and then you're going to roll it home for yourselves. Everybody rolls it home for player 2.
1, 2, 4, 8, 9.
Go ahead.
Right.
You're passing?
I'm passing.
All right, I'm going to pass as well. All right, we're going to roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 1 and a 4, total of 5.
That means that we're going to turn number 6.
Okay, we
What was
are
that
in
roll? 1 and a 5?
1 and a
1 and
4.
a 5. That,
1 and 4.
one, it's a 1 and a 4, yes. 1 and a 4, 1 and a 4.
Okay.
Yes. We are in truly uncharted territory now. We're going to have some enormous scores today, I guarantee you.
Yep.
All right, are we ready to roll for the next step for player 1?
Yeah, I need the market adjustment. Double 1?
Oh, yes. Yes. Market adjustment is 2 6s.
Double
Lose
1
2.
last turn, double 6s this round.
Right.
Wow.
Opposite end of the bell curve on that one.
Okay, just a couple of seconds so people at home can watch what we
Board's
roll.
forever getting out of here. My board's out of alignment. Dice everywhere.
Okay, so
Space
we're
bar.
really close to break that record.
All right. Here comes the roll for player 1. It is a 1 and a 2.
And we're still going.
1 and a 2, total of 3.
Sweet.
It's gonna be record matching.
All right, and then everybody's going to roll it home for yourselves. Pretty good.
I rolled snake eyes and I've already bought the 1 and the 2.
Oh,
Oh no.
So that's a nothing.
Sweet.
All right, now I need this not go on further.
All right. We need to get to 33
Before we end.
before we end. All right, I'm going to roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 1 and a 5. I think we have triggered the end game.
yeah, we triggered the end game.
All right, everybody do the 1 and the 5, total of 6.
It's gonna
And
match the last record. Okay,
We're
that's good.
adjusting the market with a 1 and a 2. We're going to lose 2 level 1 chips. And Vlad, let me know when we're ready to roll for player 1 for the final time.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yep, no worries.
How many space bucks do you have?
I have 22 space bucks.
Wow.
And I need to get to 33
Yeah.
in the next 2
Oh my
rolls.
gosh.
of the deck.
$4.
I've got 42 right now.
Woo!
That
42
was a good
space
number
bucks.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
So you wrap around?
Wrapped around.
How did you just buy that thing and wrap around?
That's what I bought to wrap around. I bought the space bucks and then I wrapped my victory points around.
Oh, I thought you wrapped your space bucks around.
Oh gosh, no.
I was going to say.
I have 2 space bucks.
That's my point.
Two space bucks.
All right.
We're ready, Ryan.
Okay, here comes the final player 1 roll, everybody. It is a 1 and a 2. Talk about anticlimactic.
Perfect.
Good.
And then make your final roll for yourselves. Final roll for yourselves. Oh, I rolled another 3. Ah! Terrible roll. Oh, I needed more money. Ah, what an awful way to end. Oh, well. All right, that is the end of Space Base, everybody. Let's do a quick scoring recap. I have limped across the finish line with 38 victory points. Delana, how'd you do?
I got 43.
43 for Delana. Luke, how'd you do?
68.
What?
68.
68.
God, how'd you do?
Oh my God. That's
Myself, 55.
55.
Wow.
Dave, how'd you do?
56.
56.
Really
That's
good.
amazing.
John, how'd you
Best
do?
score ever, and I got pounded. That's crazy.
I have 49, and I actually thought that maybe I was going
49.
I had
I am the tail end, Charlie, ladies and gentlemen. I have the worst score of the team.
sorry.
That describes my participation in this entire endeavor, let me tell you. All right, we're going to get some scores from chat. Vlad's going to tell somebody they're a winner.
Yes,
Well,
and the
So
winner is.
quiet the second half of the game.
What were you saying, Dave? Sorry.
I was saying, no wonder why Luke was so quiet during the second half of the game. Well, ashamed of
All
himself. I
those
think.
points from Luke.
All right.
I had a 12 income at the end of the game, and I bought
Oh,
all of the
geez.
colonies for 1 to 5, and then I had that 6 VP thing on 8 with the arrows pointing at it that scored 4 times for me.
Yeah.
And then I had the 1 and the 2 victory point on the top. So when you kept rolling those 1s and 2s for the other player, that was just
Yeah.
2 victory points over and over and over again.
Okay, so the winner is Brandy Novak. Brandy, please send us a message on Facebook and we will
Congratulations,
send you
Brandy.
your prize. Then we have Jay Resfield with 41, David Bauer with 67, Joseph Manley with 69, Mark
Oh.
Elfenbaum with 41, Ross Petersmith with 62, Amy
Oh.
Kaiser with 61.
It was a high scoring game.
Ooh, thank you for sharing your scores, guys. That was great.
Yeah.
A lot of people went for the middle numbers, it looks like.
Fantastic. Very high scoring game.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us for the penultimate game of Space Base on Friday. Please remember to register to vote, wear your masks, stay safe. We will see you on Monday for Tiny Towns at noon. And on behalf of myself and all of my co-streamers, we wish you a good weekend and we'll see you all soon.
Be safe.
Bye-bye.
See you next
Bye.
week. Goodbye. Stay safe.
Okay, buddy. Yeah. So, Rob,